Hey guys, I'm Jermaine Seagears, and I have another episode of We Are More Than Just Athletes. I have Elana, the pilot for the U.S. Bobsled team, on a Skype interview all the way from Sochi, 2014. She's training there for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, I'm not sure. We're going to find out. So Elana, how are you doing today? And we're just so thankful for you to be on this interview, but how are you doing?
Great. I'm here in Russia. It's been a great week and a half so far. I've got another couple of days here of training, and I'm excited to do this interview too. You guys do a lot of great things, so I get to talk to you guys about what I'm doing and what my journey's been like as an athlete and as a person afterwards as well.
Definitely. So for the people who may not know who you are, can you share some of your athletic accomplishments and who you are, away from sports?
So I grew up playing softball. I played softball at George Washington University, and I earned a bachelor's there in exercise science. I also have a master's from there as well in sports management, and I am currently a bobsledder. So in softball, I was an academic All-American. I was an all-region player. Played professional softball for a year for the Mid-Michigan Ice, and then converted to bobsled in 2007. And I was a brakeman for 3 years. Won an Olympic bronze medal, and then and now I've won 2 world championship medals and going for gold in Sochi.
Awesome. Now, I know you're over there in Russia training for Sochi. What is that lifestyle like as far as the training, and how important is your free time away from sports?
Oh, my free time is very important to help me be successful actually driving my sled and as a pilot because I am a person who likes to be busy. I like to do a lot of different things. So in my free time, I've always got my hand in something. Right now it's wedding planning. I'm getting married in April, but I'm also an MBA student. I'm also on the board of directors for the bobsled team. I've also, in the past, I've worked and do all kinds of things like that. Right now I currently have a position with GE where I blog and do some things for them through fitness and health. But I've always got my hand in something, and I realize that the busier I am, the more I have going on outside the sport helps me keep perspective inside the sport. So when I have a bad day, I know that, hey, it's not the end of the world. I've got this going on and that going on, and I've got all these other events I've got my hands in trying to improve my life and improve the lives of others around me.
Awesome. Then you said that you were getting married. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
We're super excited about athletes taking that next step. And you also talked about, your achievements as a softball player at the professional level. What transitioned that passion to leave the softball to be into the bobsled? Like what empowered you? You know what? I want to step away from this sport and do something different.
Really, it was that Olympic dream. So I knew softball was going to be taken out of the Olympics in 2008 and knew that was the last time it was going to be in. I wasn't going to make that team, so I needed a new sport. And, athletes, a lot of us kind of see the writing on the wall when it's kind of time for us to hang it up, and, we never really want to. But eventually you hit that time where, there was nothing else for me to do. I could have gotten a little bit better in professional leagues, but where my career was really going, it wasn't really going to be stable in softball, so I needed to find something else to do. So I graduate school before I found bobsled, and my parents saw bobsled on TV actually and recommended I try it. So I just emailed the coach and they invited me up to Lake Placid, New York for a tryout, and I never left.
Awesome. Then you are an MBA student. What are you actually studying, and how are you going to use that degree once the sport of bobsled is done?
I'm studying finance, and I actually want to run the USOC. So I want to be the CEO of the United States Olympic Committee. So I feel like, and from the people they've hired in the past, they need a strong background in handling money and knowing how to get money and knowing how to spend it. Degree. I'm really enjoying studying, which is really weird, but I like accounting. I'm a numbers person, so it really helps to have something to do while I'm not training, while I'm not competing, that allows me to look forward towards my future.
Definitely. Now, as we continue to wrap up this interview, I just wanted to say we really appreciate you taking the time out of your training season to do this interview. Now, for athletes who may not be able to, leave one sport and go to the next sport, and they have to really find their true passion away from sport, what kind of advice could you share with them, and as well as what has helped you from your sport that you can apply to life?
I think one of the number one things that has helped me in my sport is to use my platform. So I'm involved majorly with two organizations, Classroom Champions and Right to Play. And those organizations work with kids, and they allow me to volunteer my time on whatever basis I can and work with kids and work with people towards a greater good, towards sport. And through working and volunteering on whatever basis I can, I'm able to meet people, and I'm able to get different experiences and figure out what I want to do after. So working through those organizations, I realize that I have a big heart to help people, and I have a big heart for helping athletes in particular. And those two organizations and any of the organizations I've volunteered with and been able to work with, I've been able to meet a lot of athletes and really figure out what I want to do. And I think that's one of the greatest ways, which a lot of athletes don't really talk about, to kind of give back and find some of the qualities of the things you actually like to do after sport.
Amazing. Now, as we get ready to wrap it up, I have a simple top 5 things you love to do. What does Elana Meyers love to do? Just your favorite things.
Favorite things: cooking for sure. Reading, I'm a bookworm. Dancing, I can't dance, but I'll dance anyways. I do like to listen to music and sing. I can't sing either, can't carry tune, but that won't stop me from belling out lyrics. And then just hanging out. I'm a light, loose, easygoing person, and I like to just hang out and tell jokes. And whether it's me and my fiance or me and my teammates, we can spend hours at a table just laughing and cutting up.
Definitely. Elana Meyers, pro bobsledder, former softball pro, former college softball professional player, activist in the community, future wife. You are in Sochi 2014 going for the gold. Thank you for allowing us this video. You are more than just an athlete. Thank you, Elana.
Thanks. Have a good day, guys.